So I can't watch it, guys. But I at least can start streaming again. So, if you guys want to watch, feel free. And Darth Busey, if you still want to Skype me, I think it'd be more fun. We could just yap with each other, or whoever would like to Skype me. My Skype is up and running. Get rid of that. See if there's something else we can do. We're back, baby. If you roadcast B in freedom, this doesn't happen. Yeah. Racism. Alright, let me restart this thing. Yeah, they shut us down pretty quick. It was kind of sad. But we're back. We're back. Okay, I see we got some viewers now. So, apologize. Could not keep it up. So, couldn't keep it up. I did say that. I said that without irony. Now I'll just wait for everybody to just give me a lot of crap. Trump is... Yeah. Oh, man. I know a lot of you guys don't support him, but I feel bad for Boris, man. ICU, that sucks. Hope he's all right. I wouldn't want anybody to have that, man. That just sucks. All right, let's see here. So, let's see. Who wants to, if any of you guys want to join me, please do. How about Skype right now? rationalistyoda@hotmail.com. I'll put it in the chat. Because I'm not that entertaining. I try, but I'm not. Occasionally I make a decent video. I hope everybody watched my practical effects video. I kind of liked how that turned out. And hey! Hello. Speak. Oh wait, I may not have correct audio for this. So let's see, audio and video settings. Let me make sure you got the right camera. Well, you can't use that camera, so you got to watch me online, which is fine. Okay. Can you hear me okay? And wait. Can you hear me now? Okay, Pops, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is that better?
I guess so.
All right. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Should I put you live on visual?
I don't know. Trying to decide.
Oh, you're in for a penny, in for a pound now, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let me play around with this, because I got to figure out how to change the window capture.
I'm still looking at the opening credits. They're uninspiring.
The opening credits of
Killer Fish.
Killer Fish is fantastically terrible. Ah, there you are. I've got him. Let's see. Can I put you in the screen? Nah, you're using portrait view. I can't do that. But I can.
Oh, what I've got to change to.
That's okay. It's fine. It would be too small anyway. But I am going to make sure that none of your text stuff is showing. And then I'll make you nice and big here. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think we're getting some crossed here.
And transition. And there he is. Our wonderful, awesome artist of Last Movie Outpost. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. About yourself?
I'm doing good. Can everybody hear him okay? Please let me know in the chat. So, tell me, how are you handling this quarantining? What have you been, besides growing your beard, what have you been doing?
I actually been trimming it. I was down to a beard. Now I've got the goatee going on.
You got the goatee going on?
Yeah.
Got the lumberjack goatee?
Yeah.
So I'm talking with you in Skype with this, so I'll try not to have my rum hit the microphone too many times.
That's cool.
So, I was going to talk about. Well, I think we're still a little early for that, but he and I are working on a little project on the side. Going to unveil to everyone at some point. Both sound good, excellent. Hotmail, we going retro. Look, Matt, I got so many damn email accounts. I don't even want to discuss it. I've got them for all these different.
Drug dealer.
Yeah, they're burner accounts. So have you watched anything lately besides? I mean, obviously nobody's going to the movies anymore, which is why we built this whole fucking site. Now nobody can.
I've been going to the movies, but nobody else is. Can't get the guy to turn the screen on. I had to break in, but.
Well, I said legally. Are you going legally?
Hey, there's no cops around.
That's true. Nobody's going to stop you. Yeah, let him go in. Fiddle with the projector. We don't give a shit.
I forced the boys to watch Onward, and they were unimpressed. I liked it.
I liked it okay. I don't think it's one of Pixar's best efforts, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
It
did pass the cry test, but then again, nothing makes me cry. I'm very insensitive.
I don't cry at new things, but I still can't get through E.T. Sadly enough.
You have unresolved issues, my friend.
Yeah, maybe. But every time they hit E.T. with the paddles, and then instead of showing that, they show Drew Barrymore's reaction, and then her face just crumbles. It's like, I'm gone. I'm done. And if you're not...
Just stir up like stew.
Look, you're a soulless monster, all right? If you're not crying at that, you are a soulless monster.
I guess so.
Is Yoda drinking out of a flower vase? No,
I didn't watch E.T. at a young enough age for that to impact me in that way.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Sheltered childhood. I didn't see it till I was like 11, so, you know.
Well, shit, I was 12. No, I was 11 too. I was 11 because it would have came out in the summer. So, but I was a sensitive kid. But you're a Muppets fan, huh?
What makes you think that?
Darth
Who
Cthulhu.
told you that?
Darth Cthulhu says, but you're a Muppets fan. And you're not sentimental. And then
Shut up.
TP is gay.
Talking.
I'm just
Muppets are
reading
different.
comments. I'm just reading comments, dude. I have no idea what half of this is. Got more viewers on this thing I think I've ever had before. 11. So you liked Onward.
11. I hate that damn commercial.
Which one?
There's a friggin', I don't know, Sprint ad where they have the Verizon guy, and he's like, take it up to 11. It's the most smug motherfucker I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm with Sprint because it's just too damn. It's just too damn hard to switch, especially if you're under contract or you haven't paid off all your phone.
Get off the pot, man.
Hey, if you only have one phone, it's easy. If you have a whole family, it's a pain in the ass. Because they all got their phones at different times, and you're half in contracts and half out. I don't even want to talk about what I pay per month.
I mean, yeah, I'm just busting your balls.
It's okay. That's what this is for. TP is okay, I got it. And correct and proper. I'd like to call in, but F Microsoft and F Skype and F Ryan Johnson. Well, Darth Busey, if you're not going to work with us, don't know. Just can't handle these. I think he just doesn't know how to work it. But I am willing to make use of other ones. But this is working out nice. You look like you're about to send the Power Rangers out on a mission. It's very long and tall. Yeah.
It's even better if I take that out.
That's right.
Woo! Zordon.
There you go. Find me teenagers with attitudes.
Yes, make sure that they wear rainbow colors. I like rainbows.
Yes. It's not at all gay. By the way, Picard, the end of Picard, I realized that Picard is not only gay, but he's trans. That is the message I think they were throwing at us. So
I figured Picard was bi. Nearly everybody in the future is bi, according to Star Trek, so
lately, yeah, and it's gotten worse and worse. So,
I mean, Riker was gonna get it on with that androgynous chick or dude or whatever it was.
Well, at least when she was addressed, she says, "I identify with female," though. But now it's like 7-9's gay or lesbian, and Picard is in love with Data, and now he's in.
Oh, that's a whole different thing now, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, Data isn't necessarily male. I mean, he's fully functional.
He's fully functional.
He's an android, so that's a whole different ball game.
Look, now that Picard is a synth, he's been put into an android body. I believe he's transitioned.
Okay, well then it's completely kosher for him to get with Data in that case.
Yeah.
Power to him.
But Data's dead.
No cross-technological miscegenation here.
No. Complete confusion, but no ism, whatever the hell that ism would be.
I don't know if I might have made that. I might have made that word up.
It's okay. It's quite all right. Let me see if I am a smart and worthy person.
I'm afraid to check the comments here.
Hey.
Keep mine. Have them up. Oh, there it is.
Okay. So I'm going to put baby in the corner. And I'm going to put the comments up and
Is that a movie
transition.
reference?
Hey, look at that. I'm getting good at this. Sort of. So let's look at all these comments here. There's 6 new comments on here. By the way, this shit posting thing is... I'm pretty sure I'm watching like the
Adios,
levels
Skanky.
of insanity. Skank's got retired. Later, Jets. Nice, Yoda Pops. Thank you, Skank. We know we love you. I mean, who wouldn't fuck a robot, Ebob Jr. says. Depends on the robot. Kill it with fire. I don't think they like our stream. Click the link and we are up. I see now. Where does one post? I would post in the chat. I think it's a little easier. In fact, I'm going to pop out this chat.
Whose grandma's on here?
Whose grandma's on here?
Talking like a grandma. Where do I chat?
Where do I post?
Yeah.
What does this button do? Gotta see my notifications. Get that little endorphin hit. Houston, we have a big problem. Come on, Skype. So I think we're streaming again. Sort of. Okay, so I think internet just went bonkers there for a minute. Because I had a whole lot of nothing.
Technology is evil.
Can be. Tell you what. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Something has gotten very weird here. But, talk amongst yourselves. This is so weird. Properties, transform.
Are you all verklempt?
I'm all verklempt. The size of my screen has just gone absolutely bonkers here, and I don't know why.
Happens to a lot of guys, size issues.
Well, certain age. It's what are you gonna do? Trying to get it down to something that's manageable here. It was so big that it zoomed out the actual the fonts to like pixel by pixel. Couldn't tell what the hell I was looking at even. Now I'm starting to get closer. I'm seeing shapes and stuff. I've never seen it get that big before. I don't know what I did. Okay, we're getting close here. Yes, I'm making things out now. Almost got it to a manageable size. I've done it. I've done it. There it is. Now you can see it again. You got some heavy duty noise going on back there.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a refrigerator right next to me.
As I say, you're broadcasting from your laundry room, straight from his laundry room.
Got an old ass fridge.
Guys, I'm sorry I flaked out. The internet just, I lost it for a few minutes, which is unusual because I have pretty good internet, but probably the kids are all doing God knows what. But I just had nothing there.
Cut out. Is it too distracting for you?
Yeah, it's much too distracting for me.
All right.
Okay.
Well, have a good night then.
Let me see what let me see what the oh, I'm sorry, you say the refrigerator? No, I just meant my internet's too distracting for me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you sound perfect now. Story lads, are we going well? Grandma here. Aldo, we're doing better now. We think we had a technical issue, but we're doing fine now. So let's take a look at some of the stories that are going on right now. Get to the, I don't know why I'm doing it here. So, have you seen the Tiger King thing yet?
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse to watch that. I'm just not going to drag myself down. Lift everyone up. That's my motto.
Oh, I don't know. It looks silly, but kind of. I'm hearing all this stuff, and now I'm just kind of okay. What is this all about?
Something that I feel fine being left out of. I live in South Carolina. I see people like this on a daily basis. So,
so this is a documentary that is a little too close to home for you.
More redneck hooliganism is not something I'm interested in.
Yeah. It's bizarre. I guess the lady that's working against him. I mean, the whole thing just sounds really bizarre.
I mean, maybe I'll watch the movie when it comes out.
That's fair. Okay. What about Louis C.K.? I think I want to try to find that Louis C.K. I think somebody reviewed it, but we haven't gotten it up yet.
Oh, it's up. I read it this morning.
Oh,
damn good review.
Maybe I have.
It's the kind of review you go, well, guess I don't have to watch it now.
Oh, here it is. I'm just slow. He looks like hell. I kind of like. I like that he's kind of just basically giving everybody the finger and moving on ahead with his career. Because I mean, the stuff they did was like gross, but it wasn't like, hold them down with a chloroform rag or something like that. It was just gross. He was just gross. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
How's that different?
Pathetic, I think the word is.
Yeah. Cringy, pathetic, gross, all of it. But should it be career destroying? I mean, like, if people want to still watch him.
Paul Rubens.
Well, Pee-wee made a movie not too long ago.
Well, once the industry at large finds out that you pleasure yourself, your career is over. You're just expected not to jack off. That's just the rule.
I think it's when they find out that I think it's when you get caught. Once you get caught, once you get outed publicly, but whatever happens behind the curtains, they don't give a shit. Ask Corey Feldman.
Well, I try to stay behind the curtains, but I think my wife knows I'm watching.
Yeah, but that's just your thing, man. That's just fine. This is totally fine. There's no court numbers or anything like that. You're in the clear.
Documentation to prove it.
That's right. Now this new Star Wars thing. Oh my God.
But the High Republic.
When I first saw this, when I first saw that picture, I thought that was a gay Jedi.
How do you know it isn't?
Well, it turns out that it's a woman, and she's like the mother or something.
Hey, women can be gay, man. It's the 21st century.
Well, no, it's a long time ago. they're so far back. They're in the future. She's, let's see, will be one of the Jedi brightest, incredibly compassionate and inspiration to all her fellow Jedi around her. But I mean, I mean,
Show, don't tell.
And androgynous freaking characters. I don't know what they're going for here, but I mean, I'm already like, I'm out.
It means that they don't have any creativity.
No, they don't at all. Stop this shit immediately. Yes, I'm on board with that. Oh, God. Oh, and I'm kind of on board with this Ryan Reynolds free guy thing.
I thought that was stupid. I heard the premise. I'm like, this is so dumb. And then I watched the trailer. I'm like, okay, it kind of looks fun.
It kind of looks fun.
So, and when it eventually comes out, I might watch it.
Yeah.
Endorsement.
I do like the. Well, for one, I dig Ryan Reynolds, and I like that he did this whole.
You did Ryan Reynolds?
I dig him.
When was this?
I didn't do him. I'd be really proud of that. No, I like that he came out onto camera and he said, well, and basically...
Came out, of course, because you did him.
When he did the... look, I am actually trying to say something here, and you keep fucking with
Go
me.
ahead.
I'm so tired of it. Actually, I could just cut you off right now. No, I like that he came out with the video, basically just shitting on all the celebrities about how they've got it so hard and all that kind of stuff. It was brilliant. He just basically said, "Oh, yeah, I mean, nobody suffers more than the celebrities, and nobody's more important except for, dog walkers and people." And he went through this whole list of people that were way more important than celebrities. It was great. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I gotta get back on the chat. Let's see what's going on with the chat.
I'm afraid of
windows. Okay. The flower vase of rum. This is one of those restaurant. I don't know what you call it. It's like one of those plastic, cups with the rough sides that you saw them in old restaurants, and I got it way back.
Yeah.
And it's nice and huge and holds a lot of rum. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. Who's the beard? What do I call you, Blair or Pops? Which would you rather?
Pops is fine.
Pops is fine.
If I'm gonna be Blair, I gotta talk like this.
Yeah.
And I don't approve of any of this. It's unnatural.
Tell us about your diabetes. I know you got diabetes.
Is that supposed to be a Wilford Brimley impression?
That's as close as I get. Diabetes.
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 No, it's diabetes. Say it after me. Diabetes.
Diabetes. I liked him. I loved him. I loved him in The Natural. And then that was. I've always loved the dude. I mean, just because he's just so. I get the feeling like he didn't realize, like somebody picked him off the street, like we needed an old guy. I kept sticking him into these movies. He doesn't. He's
actually 43. You look it.
You're close enough. Are we frozen? If you break in, you're all like Troll Prince. Sorry about that. Can't get through E.T. Are you still in disguise? No. What would you post? Why would you post something like that? Hi, Matt, you gay boss. Uh-oh, pedal. What does Bunny...
You do a really good American accent. I got to hand it to you.
Thanks. I don't even try. Does the movie start? No movie because we got shut down by YouTube. Cyber attack. No, it wasn't a cyber attack. I just angered the YouTube gods. What's the poster on the right of me? Which poster are we looking at here? I don't know.
Talking about this one?
Maybe it's you. What is that poster?
It's the first Harry Potter.
And
then there's a Pirates of the Caribbean that I drew. I don't know if you see that.
Well, hold it up for the camera.
My desktop is a wreck.
Your desktop is a wreck.
Yep.
I gotta say, and I don't want him to think I'm gay for him or anything, but he is a great artist. He does some very nice work for us, and we really appreciate it.
It's the only thing I'm good at.
Well, you're quite good at it. Got to be good at something, right?
Yeah.
Con Air, Bonkers D, Bobcat. What art software does Pop use? What art software do you use, Pop?
Is this an AMA? I use Clip Studio Paint and an ancient program called Paint Shop Pro 7, which came out in 1999.
I am familiar with that.
I have never graduated from that.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works, man. You use.
I mean, I can use Photoshop. I just prefer not to.
Yoda, smoking numbers, talking pants. I know those are English words, but they make no sense. Pops is grinding some fresh kills. You got any fresh kills you're grinding? I don't know either. All pants and no trousers he is. Look, these are our viewers, man. This is the drug-induced nightmare that we are a part of. Yoda is drinking from a vase like Brian Potter in Phoenix Nights. It's epic trash. Total trash. She murdered him. I think they're talking about Tiger thing. The Tiger thing.
The Tiger.
Yeah. They say he'll look like Pops in 10 years. Ooh, that's harsh. I think that's overly harsh. Everybody likes my flower vase of rum. Should be career destroying. If I cranked out in front of my coworkers, my career would be finished too. Yeah, especially at the insurance firm that I work at.
Depends on where you work.
We have had some interesting. Of course, those people did get fired, so I guess that kind of proves my point. Poopy Pants about to lose it. I'm trying to keep up. We got a lot of chatting here. I'm sorry, guys. Star Wars are for the gays. The art is so unappealing, bland. I'm destroyed in my head because Pops looks totally different. That happens. That happens. See, I put myself out there right away so people wouldn't get some... I could keep the disappointment level down.
See, I hide behind the Wilford Brimley, so I think people imagine me as him.
Hey, a little gray, a few pounds, you'll be there. Dream big, baby.
Shave off the beard.
It's a flower vase, you cauliflower. Yeah, correct. Fortunately, we have low standards. Yes, you guys do have low standards. English filtered through an Irishman is gibberish. Yeah, but that's just the whiskey, isn't it?
I mean, that's my ancestry.
My ancestry is German, but
dirty Germans.
Dirty German, yeah. I thought Pops looked like that guy.
My mom was German.
Your mom's German?
My mom was German, yes.
She was. She's better now.
No, partially.
The dogs.
We're mutts. Like 4 generations going back, we're mutts.
Yeah, I've got most of Northern Europe or mid-Europe somewhere in me. Drinking from a flower vase again. Although you really love my flower vase. Just loves it. He loves my giant...
You got me beat. I'm drinking out of a Taco Bell cup.
This is my special. I've already downed it. 20 ounces of pop and 5 ounces of, I don't know how much rum I had. I could just drink right out of the bottle if you guys like.
Where you stay anyway? You said pop, so that tells me you're not from around here.
I actually go back and forth between soda and pop. But Kansas City. Super Bowl Chiefs, baby.
You just fly over America.
Yeah. We're fine with that. We don't need you crazy coastal freaks over here, especially the ones on the west. We love the rum in the vase. Yes, well, I'm probably going to... I need to get another soda so I can top off this thing. And when I say top off, it's mostly empty. So, the doctors say you should have 2 drinks a day. They never said the size of the glass.
At Michael's, they have a 64-ounce wine glass.
Nice.
I'm assuming that it's for decorative purposes, but it's made of glass. You could theoretically drink out of it.
Hey, I think that's a theory that needs to be tested scientifically. For academic purposes.
For science.
So, what are you watching these days? Because this is supposedly an entertainment site, so let's talk about anything new that's come up that you've been watching.
Let's Pop's watching. I think you need to track in the Jeopardy theme music because I'm thinking here. I'm just trying to think. I saw Onward recently.
That's the one thing I need to do. Yeah, I did see. I did see Onward, and I'm trying to think. Let me look at my damn Plex server because I pulled a bunch of stuff. I watched the original Footloose for the first time because my wife asked me to get it. And I thought, okay, I'll watch the original Footloose because I've never watched it before.
They remade it?
Yeah, they remade it in 2011. And it was immediately forgotten. Much like the remake of Total Recall and RoboCop.
I got this for Christmas. I've been trying to watch it, but I haven't had an opportunity yet.
That looks like a black and white movie.
It is. I love me some Cary Grant.
He is pretty good.
He's dreamy.
All right, hold on. I'm signing in. Let me see what I got recently. I have been watching on DC, my DC Online, the original Wonder Woman show. And I was kind of surprised it's better than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's cheesy, but it's kind of fun too. And there are times when it actually remembers like details, like, well, she can't do that. They don't just make up bullshit like they did in Picard. You know, like they actually tried, and I kind of appreciate that. And
If you had to try, you didn't have special effects.
Yeah, and they did the best they could. They also, I was surprised they put out season 2 of this Harley Quinn animated show, which is pretty damn great, and it's full of swears.
Is it though?
It is. It actually is. It's full. It's full of violence and swears, and it takes the DC universe, and they're like, okay, just kind of imagine the status quo as it was, maybe say in typical DC. You got the bad guys, you got the good guys. Batman's watching the city and everything. And by the time they get done with it, the Justice League is stuck in a book. The Legion of Doom is destroyed. Joker has been made human, and Gotham is such a wasteland that the president just said, "Fuck it, you're your own country now. We don't even care."
No man's land for your.
That's right. So I've downloaded. Oh, I did watch The Call of the Wild, the Harrison Ford one. Oh, jeez. Now, I really love the original book. I think it's a good book. But
Got a reader here, folks.
Well, it's been a while, but I read it when I was young. But the movie making a cartoon out of the dog, making a CGI dog, and having him act way too like you would see in a Disney cartoon, it didn't work. And then
the trailer, yeah,
it was a big misfire. And then they, of course, couldn't have the Indians killing John Thornton like he does in the book, so they had the white guy. I
think we need a triple feature of Call of the Wild and Dr. Dolittle and Cats. The gauntlet of bad CGI.
It does have to be. It does have to be the butthole cut.
I heard that was a myth.
Somebody did do a trailer where they put the buttholes on each of the cats. It is really funny.
Put so much work into just rendering those. They had Theragon just working night and day putting those buttholes in.
It's so sad. I watched Contagion. I watched Invisible Man. I didn't hate it. I don't think it was great, but I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. It didn't feel like the SJW trash that they make it, but it did feel like one of those early 90s like Sleeping with the Enemy and that kind of crap. Like Lifetime kind of movies, except that this dude could turn invisible.
I did Sleep with the Enemy.
It just felt like that kind of garbage.
That kind of trash.
Yeah.
I stumbled across the trailer to that, not even knowing what it was. And I had the same visceral reaction that I had when I saw the Get Out trailer. I thought it was supposed to be a spoof. Like it was supposed to be played for laughs. I'm like, what is this? Is this supposed to be a comedy or horror or what? I didn't get it.
Well, if she is such a damaged flower, and yet she's pretty strong and resourceful. I mean, nothing worked in it, but it didn't feel quite as SJW to me as it should have. God, I got so many here I need to work through.
I don't know.
Oh, I did
Sensitized, man.
I did see the new Jumanji. Fun. I like the first one. Well, not. I mean, the one with Robin Williams, I've always liked, but the one they did a couple of years ago was I thought it was cool. Kind of a neat idea. It worked.
Decent red box.
Yeah. I was surprised it made, what was it, $500 million or whatever it did. I mean, I didn't think it was that great. But the second one was they just kind of mixed it up a little bit, put old guys in there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they do another one, I'll be like, and they will, because it made a ton of money too. So I think.
Well, then they should bring back Robin Williams.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Come on, CGI, man.
Oh, they could do anything with CGI. I still have to watch the Mr. Rogers. I still have to watch Jojo Rabbit. Get all these on Plex. I can't get around to them because I spend all my time trying to get this all working so that I can entertain the masses here.
I have not seen a movie in a theater since Frozen 2, of all things. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, Frozen 2 was not good, was it?
It was watchable. It definitely wasn't as good as the first one, and the first one wasn't as good as it's cracked up to be, so, yeah. I was getting a lot of Lord of the Rings vibes in it. And not in a good way, just, they got this from Lord of the Rings kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, you remember that journey that Elsa took in the first one? Yeah, she's got to take it again. Oh, okay. Glad to see the first one was worthless.
It was just kind of episodic, Yeah. Like they stitched together like 3 episodes of a Frozen TV show that never got off the ground.
I do have Midway, which I heard is better than you might think it would be, being by Roland Emmerich, which I was shocked to hear, but I thought I might give it a try.
I mean, I didn't hate Independence Day 2. My friends all, I was like, it was entertaining.
I don't remember anything from it. I do want to watch The Hunt.
They turned the Alien Queen into a kaiju.
Yeah, I remember that. And they had a big... it was bizarre.
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to see The Hunt, Bad Boys. I picked up the Bruce Willis Death Wish because I've heard interesting things about that. I finally watched the Superman Red Sun. Have you ever seen that or read that?
I read the comic way back.
Yeah. I don't know. I got a visceral problem with it because it feels like, Superman, he's not supposed to be Russian. But
I can't get past the visual style of all those direct-to-video DC movies. They all just have that same computer-colored blandness to them. Yeah. They just need to do stuff with the style of the Batman animated series, and then they'd be fine. But they refuse to.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean,
that's literally the only thing I watch on DC Universe. I have this subscription. I've had it for months, and I literally just watch Batman the animated series and Justice League.
Give the Harley Quinn show a try. Let me know if you like it, because it's really. I expected it to be something different than it was, and I've ended up really enjoying it because it just doesn't give two fucks, and it's like. I don't know. It's like mixing Seinfeld with ultra-violent, horrific stuff. I mean, it's bizarre. It shouldn't work, but somehow it does. It makes me laugh.
I think that's my main issue is the more recent depiction of Harley Quinn has made her a lot more psychotic than her character initially was.
This does not.
As she was portrayed in the cartoon, she's generally a good, if crazy person, and she's just obsessed with Mr. J, so that's why she goes along with whatever he says. Whereas you have all these spin-off stuff, and they just depict her as being just as nuts or worse than Joker.
I would say that this actually pulls back on this. The show is nuts, but not the character. The character is not anywhere near as nuts as she is, say, in the movies. I like it a hell of a lot better than I like Birds of Prey or any of that crap.
Now, I tried to watch Batman and Harley Quinn, which is supposed to be in the animated series universe. I had to turn it off. There was 2 musical numbers like within 3 minutes of each other. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this, and I can't get past Melissa Roach. She does the voice completely wrong.
But I've watched it. It's the problem is that I want to see more stuff in the DC animated universe, and this is just fluff. It's just comedy fluff. It doesn't really. It's like if you're gonna go back, do something that's, big. So, all right, I gotta go through. Some chats here because I haven't been. I've been bad. Let's see. The flower. Okay, I read that. Let's see. I
find me too diverting.
I get it. They thought Pops looked like the guy from the cartoon. Yep. America is a sperm cocktail. Wow. Ray jokes about the Nazis, heritage. We love them. We love rum in the vase. Have you not Tyrannosaurus Reich in person yet? Your wine glass, they said that's called a punch bowl. Anybody open up Ozark 000? They remade it. Hello. I think he's talking about Footloose, but have you seen Ozark? I tried to watch Ozark on Netflix. I never seen it. I didn't know if you watched it. It's the one with Jason Bateman.
I'm feeling a little bit behind the times, man. You keep in mind that I have 2 toddlers, so I don't really have a lot of free time. I watch a lot of toddlers. If you ask me about Coco Melon, I can give you the rundown.
I don't keep up with a lot of this stuff other than I hear it. I have to be choosy about what I pick anymore. And it's too hard to try to get into some of these shows. Like I just started watching Sopranos. It's the first time I'd ever seen it, which I know is a show that's been way off the air and everything. And the first few episodes, I liked it. I mean, it's pretty good, but I haven't continued with it. It's if it's not enough for me to, if it's not grabbing me right away, I'm not moving with it. My wife made me download Tell Me a Story from CBS All Access, and it's basically you take the story of the Three Little Pigs, Red Riding Hood, and Hansel and Gretel, and very loosely you kind of create these new stories in the big city where it's all gritty, and these three guys that work at a gay strip club or something, they get in trouble, and the big bad wolf is the guy hunting them down, and one guy is a drug addict, and one guy is kind of a family man, but he ain't got his shit together. One guy kind of owns, he's really got his shit together. That's supposed to be analogous. I'm like, God, if I have to put this much effort into figuring out all the symbolism here, I'm done. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and my wife is liking it. She's into it. But I watched like 2 or 3. I was like, I'm done. This is too much work. I can't stay up with these characters. I don't care.
That's why I like any show that you can just put on an episode and watch it, and you're good. You don't have to have seen all the ones before it.
Yeah, it makes me, I'm waiting for what's that? Damn it. You get old and your brain just fries. What is the Seth MacFarlane show?
The Orville.
Orville.
Is that episodic?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of storytelling going on in it, but it's kind of like the way Star Trek had a little bit of storytelling. Like, they had the Borg episode, and later on when they reach the Borg, you have to, you might be helpful if you had seen that episode, but, they're just a little bit here and there. Orville is very much the spiritual successor to Star Trek. There's a couple of things that I think they go a little too far on as far as trying to do the message, but it isn't, I mean, as compared to something like Picard or Discovery, it's just ridiculous.
Discovery. I'm surprised nobody calls it Discard, like Star Trek Discard.
Star Trek Discard. That's a good one. I'm stealing that.
Go for it. It's free.
All of this chat is 10 minutes out of sync with lit chat. I know. Okay, what are the top 10 Jeremy Renner movies? Do we include the MCU? Because after that, it gets really dicey.
Geez. He's in one of the Mission Impossibles, isn't he?
I think he's in 2 of them.
Okay, well, there's 2 right there.
There's 2 right there, but I wouldn't call him, like, if he was in them or not, would it matter?
I mean, that's pretty much any MCU movie, too.
Well, I think he had more going on as Hawkeye, at least at the end, with his family and all that, than he ever did in the Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm going to reveal an extremely nerdy and probably Asperger's side of me. At the opening sequence of the Avengers Endgame, when they're at his house and everything, his super secret house that Nick Fury secured for him, there's a freaking another house like 200 feet away in the shot that they could have easily erased with a computer, and they didn't, and it completely bagged that whole scene for me.
Well, do you know how much
distracted.
Do you know how much Mr. James Spader cost to record 15 lines in a warehouse for an afternoon? I mean, you got to put the money somewhere, man.
No, I mean the farmhouse.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they couldn't use there's only so much money in the budget. And, you either erase the farmhouse or you get Jamie Spader. I'm just saying.
Never mind. I meant in Endgame, not in Age of Ultron.
Oh, in Age of Ultron, it was in Endgame as well. Okay.
In Endgame, it was a completely different farmhouse in a completely different area that was probably in suburban Atlanta.
Probably. But I thought he did fine, and I thought I thought giving him the family gave him some character, because up until then he was Arrow guy. that everybody was still making fun of as much as they did in the comics. So I
I
appreciated
like it better
that.
when he's semi-evil, like when he's more of a rogue, like in Thunderbolts.
I don't think I saw that
That's
one.
what they should have done with that character. They should have done the Thunderbolts arc.
You're talking about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the Ronin
All
thing.
the main Avengers disappear, and then all these supervillains come along and they pose as new heroes. And Hawkeye is sort of their leader, keeping them in line.
Fair.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are actually watching us anymore. We still have 7 viewers. 7 people with very little to do. This is
Octith talking about MCU. It's come down to this.
I've been trying to decide if I want to just take a trip through the entire MCU again. And I don't know. It's kind of like, do you want to do the Harry Potter movies? Like, oh fuck, there's 8 of them. Jesus. And those first 2 are dicey.
I will defend the first 2 over some of the later ones. The later ones just, especially from a visual standpoint, are so drab.
What's your favorite one?
Azkaban.
Everybody loves Azkaban.
That's because it's a damn good movie. Alfonso Cuarón, he's a damn good director.
Yeah, he is. I liked it. I think that's where the drab started, though.
Yeah, but he pulled it off, whereas Mike Newell and whoever came after him,
Yeah.
the team guy, they just give every Potter movie 2 now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Well, I'll tell you the what is it? The ones the Fantastic Beasts. They're terrible. I mean, the first one was kind of like, okay, we could do. There might be something here. It didn't grab me as much, but I didn't hate it. But then the second one came out. Man, it was just. I mean, when my daughter is calling it trash and she's a Potterhead through and through, I knew I wasn't alone in this.
I hear that they're bringing back Steve Clovis to do the script writing for the third one, because I think after 2 movies, they decided that J.K. Rowling is best left to writing novels and not screenplays. I think that might be the issue.
That woman is batshit insane.
Hey, she gave us Harry Potter. Show some respect.
Show some respect. Honestly, I don't have as much respect for her as I used to, just because of all the stupid retconning she does, and it's just,
The George Lucas syndrome.
Yeah.
Any major director. I mean, look at it. Peter Jackson, Steven Spielberg. That eventually happens to all of them. They just wear out their welcome, or they rest on their laurels, or they just run out of the creative juices, and they're just crap. Here's The Post.
Pete didn't take very long at all, did he? I mean, he did, what do you call it? The Hobbit, just a few years later. Oh, man, okay, 10 years. 10 years, 9 years after.
He had King Kong in the intervening period, and you can tell that's starting to happen with King Kong. That movie was about an hour too long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
he needs a judicious editor. Like someone to come along and edit The Hobbit into 2 movies. That would have been fine.
I swear I want to get a good fan edit of The Hobbit, because I think there is a good Hobbit movie inside that 13 hours of crap.
I agree. Every fan edit I've seen has just been...
It's not been a good one yet?
We have not... The fan edits I have seen thus far have all been Tolkien fans first and film editors far, far, far second.
That is a problem. We got to get...
I appreciate where their heart is, but they're not good at what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Let me check the chat here. This is We had a few hiccups, but this has actually gone on pretty well, I think. And I appreciate you dropping in on it and giving me somebody to bounce off of a little bit here.
Somebody had to save this dog and pony show.
Let's see. Born Legacy. I didn't really see it, actually. I don't think I... Did anybody see Born Legacy?
I checked out the first one.
Kurt says he really liked Ready Player One. Yeah, you know, I don't know. If
Is he even in that?
What's that? No, he's not in that, but he's I'm just reading the chat at this point.
Apropos of nothing. Okay.
Apropos of nothing. Did you
I love turtles.
Soup. Give me soup. Did you like Ready Player One? Or did you see it?
I didn't see Ready Player One. I have lost all faith in Spielberg.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of it is like, I get why they did it, because some of the stuff in the book is really some deep cuts for geeks.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated, but I could see that nobody else would. But on the other hand, it's like,
It felt very surface level.
it does, and it doesn't come off as well as I would hope.
And I think even general audiences can pick up on that when they're being pandered to.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney Matrix. That's what it is. That's what I call it. It's a Disney version of the Matrix. You know,
No, man, that was Tron Legacy. That was actually pretty good.
I must be the only. Somehow, Tron Legacy has gotten some renewed interest or something. I am just bored to tears in that movie. The only thing good in that movie to me is the soundtrack, which is fantastic, because Daft Punk.
The rockin' soundtrack.
Daft Punk kills
To me,
it.
the first Tron bores the crap out of me. The second one, at least, most of the time, something's happening. And if not, there's something cool to look at.
Yeah, I don't get it, and I just get. I love the first Tron, but that is because I was 11 or 12 when I saw it, and I recognize all its flaws. It has some pretty tremendous flaws. I can't defend the first Tron.
Fair enough. I feel the same way about Dick Tracy and The Rocketeer and Hook.
I think The Rocketeer is actually a good movie. I think that one's unfairly maligned. I think that is a well put together movie, and I still think it holds up. So you're okay with The Rocketeer? You can have that one. I haven't seen Dick Tracy in, God, I don't know how long I've seen Dick Tracy. It has to be at least 20
I can't
years.
not see it from the 10-year-old point of view. I can't.
Yeah.
I literally put it on and I turn into 10-year-old Mark, and that's it. So I can't judge that one.
What was that
fairly.
one, 1990?
Yeah, so I was 9.
Okay, yeah, and I was 19 or 20. So, yeah, I mean, I remember enjoying it at the time, and I like I know it was trying to follow the whole Batman look and feel. I think they even had Danny Elfman do the score.
Yeah, that was a good score.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm humming it in my head right now. And not because you brought up the score, I just had it in my head.
I think my biggest problem with Dick Tracy is Warren Beatty. I've never liked him. He's one of those actors
I can kind
I
of
just
see
can't
that, but if
stand.
you've ever read the comic strip, it's very much similar characterization.
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually made him a little lighter hearted than the comic version. If they'd gotten somebody like James or Josh Brolin, like now, if they wanted to make another Dick Tracy movie for God knows what reason, they should get Josh Brolin.
Absolutely. He would be excellent. I had a full size, giant size comic of a reprint of Dick Tracy's entire story with flat top. That an aunt or somebody got me when
That's
I was
the
a kid.
best run of the 40s. That's really all you need.
And
You're going to read Dick Tracy.
And it was bloody as hell, and people are getting shot, and and people were dying all over the place and getting jacked up, and it was great.
My favorite moment from that era of Dick Tracy, almost the entire era, is they had a sequence where there's this villain who has a disintegration ray, and he's just disintegrated somebody, and the cops show up, 5 minutes too late, and they're asking where the guy is, and Dick Tracy's like, "You're breathing him." Yes,
That's good stuff. I like Dick Tracy. I don't love the movie, but I like the movie. Hook, I have a soft spot in my heart for Hook. Even though it is bizarre. I think I kind of like it because it's bizarre.
yeah, I like me some Bizarre.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason Guillermo del Toro's movies are good.
Oh yeah.
They just have that bizarreness to them, and that level of creativity that stems from that.
Pan's Labyrinth, maybe. Well, that's why I always like. I've never been a huge anime guy. Like some of the big ones, they were like fine, like Akira or Ghost in the Machine or Ghost in the Shell, I should say. And some of those, I think there was one they did a remake of Metropolis I thought was okay, but I've never really gotten into like, not gotten into a lot of the shows or some of the.
Excuse me, Tetsuka. My bad.
Okay, but I've never.
But they're
really
both named Akira, so you get them mixed up.
Well, I'll take your word for it because I don't know it that well, but I do like all the stuff by Miyazaki, and I introduced my kids to that stuff. From the really cutesy stuff like My Neighbor Totoro to the Princess Mononoke, the one with the pig, the cat returns. I mean, all of those.
Really, to get depressed, you watch Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh God, that is one I can't watch again. God, I remember what I was like. I can't. I hear it's great. I watched it. I got to the end. And I was like, I just want to die. I'm not watching this ever again. I'm burning this piece of shit. I mean, it was great. Don't get me wrong. It was great. But I'll never watch it again, ever.
Yeah, like it's one of those Schindler's List movies. Yeah. Like, okay, that's enough.
That's good. I'm good. Let's see it. Thank you. Everybody's horrible. Mankind is terrible. We should all die in a fire. I got it. Got it. Thank you. Let's see. Ready Player One is terrible crap, says Aldo. Steven is cooked. Yep. It was made for gamers. It certainly was. Still crap. I think there was a little bit of the 80s.
It was made for gamers.
GHEYMERS. Dick Tracy, for the love of God. Josh Hartnett as Dick Tracy, directed by Spielberg.
Not Spielberg.
Well, that could be so awful, it might be good.
If we could somehow get good Robert Rodriguez in there, not awful Robert Rodriguez.
It's a crapshoot.
But, yeah, exactly. You are correct, sir.
It's a crapshoot. Let's see. Shows that I'm liking. Oh, one of the things I don't talk enough about that I wish I did is Better Call Saul. I don't know if you are a Breaking Bad guy. Right over your head. So Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is the spinoff. It's kind of a prequel series. But both of those are still, I think, some of the best TV made. And
I'm aware of it. My back when I had roommates, they used to watch it, and I never really got into it. It kind of, the soundtrack of it all reminded me of Tarantino type stuff, but that's literally all I have to say about it because I never watched it. I'm 10 years behind when it comes to TV.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff out there that I haven't kept up with, but I did get Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I think they're fantastic. My wife is really into Outlander. I have never watched it, but I hear...
I think just seen a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, like the woman goes back in time or something.
You've seen Outlander, right?
Let's ask the women folk.
She's distracted with the chillins.
That's understandable. Well, I've probably kept you up long enough anyway, and it's getting late because I still have a job.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I'm
Good for you.
very happy to have that job, and I don't want to screw it up. So I want to make sure that I'm up in time.
You know, don't want to go to work hungover.
Yeah, work is actually right here. This is work.
So it's work.
Work. No, this. I mean, I don't do the green screen at work, obviously, but this desk and where I'm working right now is exactly where I work. I've got this docking station that they gave me, and it fits into my personal laptop just fine. So it pulls a little double duty here, and it's good.
Wait till they find out that you're using company resources for this bullshit.
They don't care, which is wonderful. I do want to thank you. This background here is you and was it Squid?
Iron Squid. Yeah,
Iron
he
Squid.
made it look passable. I put the thing together and I was like, this looks fake. And then he animated it and it actually looks pretty good. So,
Yeah. So you guys gave me all the animations in separate form. Each
and you put it together, so
I put
team
it together.
effort.
So it was a team effort, but I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I wanted to thank you for that. I'll try to use this in my more produced videos moving forward. But I think it came out great.
Right now, you look like a borrower. You look like you're about 3 feet tall. You're like Danny DeVito. Just figure out the height ratio.
Well, I can make myself larger. Wait a minute, I can make myself very large, but then
In Chuck.
yeah, that's right. There we go. Nook Chuck. Oh.
I no longer have the ability to
The problem is
enlarge.
when I use this, you can see that the green screen has some trouble. The chroma key has some trouble, and my other camera does a much better job because I can get the lighting much better. But this is good enough. I just make myself small because I'm usually putting up other, windows and things like that up there. So, but
Well, yeah, the great screen. The great thing is you can use those little screens, and you can put little, like on the news when they have the screen next to their head.
yep,
Take advantage of that.
I'm going to
Well
try to do
integrated.
things with that. I'm going to play around with that. So, but I really appreciate. I figured I'll stand in the middle, in the middle, and
So that was
in between the two screens if I can do it right. But we'll play around with it. But it looks good, and
we need to add more knickknacks. We need more MacGuffins.
yeah, we got to throw the original lightsaber hilt on there, and maybe a batarang. Should get the one from Batman Returns where he hit the screen like 3 times, but then he throws it and it goes and it hits the 4 guys.
Battering.
Stupidest thing.
That is a beautiful movie, but it has several very stupid moments in it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with it. So, but
That where he's scratching, like he's doing the record scratches with a CD.
yeah, I know. I mean, well, it's that's the other thing. I noticed that when I watch stuff like this Wonder Woman I'm rewatching, right? And anything from the 70s, the $6 Million Man, all that. It's like nuclear power. You could just put it in anything and it will power things. It's like
Nuclear power.
all it does is boil water, dudes. That's all it really does. Let's be honest. It's just heat. It just keeps heating things. You can't put it in bionics, or you can't put it in a laser and have a nuclear power. It just doesn't. None of that works that way. It doesn't make electricity. But man,
we got a technician up in here.
Yeah, I'm not stellar about it, but I'm pretty sure it just basically boils water. That's all nuclear power plants do. They boil water, the water spins the turbines, and that's what you get electricity.
I mean, I got a water boiler in my kitchen. Does that mean I can power the DeLorean?
You can get the 1.21 gigawatts out of a tea kettle. I don't know if you knew that. So gigawatts.
Well, I guess I'll let you go then.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you jumping on. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. We'll have to do it again sometime. Maybe we can actually have things to discuss, some stories or something, and we can discuss why things are so terrible in the entertainment world next time.
Yeah, I'll write a treatise for you.
All right. Take care of yourself, man.
Have a good one.
You too. And the rest of you, thank you very much for watching. You know where to go. lastmovieoutpost.com. Watch us there. Watch us go to the site. And please like, share, subscribe. Let people know about this. I am going to post this video because I didn't have that much that I felt like was that much of a problem. It's too bad we couldn't do the movie, watch the movie together, but I think this turned out all right. And if you guys want to be a part of this, you want to jump on and talk with me, or we want to get more people on, let's do it. I think we got a lot to discuss. Take care, everybody, and thanks for watching.